Hi everyone, welcome back. In today's video, I just want to do some research on newly creations and see if there is some of those which are actually potentially a good coins to invest in, okay? However, before we move on, I just have to mention that this is not a financial advice. Everything what I'm saying here is only for educational and entertaining purposes, guys, so you have to do your own research. Bear in mind, all those assets are very, very risky, okay? So now what we do here on Dex Screener, I usually use Index Screener for those type of researches, okay? We can go to Solana. I'm rather focusing on Solana, okay? Obviously, you can go to other networks like BSC, Ethereum, or Base, or any other. Look how many actually of those are available here on Dex Screener, right? But let's focus on Solana first. So what we do, okay, it's something which, let's say that it's trending in the last 24 hours, okay, so we see that there is a good potential, okay, on some of those, okay, but that's not all right? So I want to go into the filters, okay, and put that, I tell you this, guys, okay, so basically, sometimes when a coin has been created, okay, and you're part of the good community or good crypto community who is actually saying that, and you got some sort of information, okay, that those coins actually can do well. I don't know, some KOL on Instagram or Twitter, okay, they're gonna be tweeting about it right after the launch, okay, and you know that this person has a huge number of followers, okay, so it's a good chance that the retail will follow this particular person's advice and start investing in that coin, right? So then, if you have those type of informations, okay, it's nice to be earlier, okay, because there is a good potential of making money, okay, right after the launch, right? But what I rather do, okay, is I rather focusing on those coins which are at least 24 hours, so a little bit more established, okay, because I want to see if some of those have a longer term potential, okay, because let's be honest, okay, there's about 22,000 coins being created on on a daily basis, right? And majority of those coins are either the rug pulls or they are just such a short. They had such a short lifespan. Okay, they are actually gone within the 2 hours or something, right? I'm not saying that the people are still not making money. Okay, let's say that, as I said, like there's a community, they're pushing that coin. Okay, people are making money. If you're early, you're winning. If you're late, you're losing, right? When it comes to the coins which they are a little bit more established, some people are like for the coins to be at least 2 or 3 days, right? Which I also like, but okay. But for the purposes of this video, let's go and focus on the coins which has been created at least 24 hours ago. Okay, which basically means that I need a 1,444 minutes, right? So because this is per age, okay, so in hours, okay, sorry. So if it's in hours, okay, I will do 24 hours, right? So 24 hours per age, okay, and that's the minimum, right? I'm not really focusing at the moment about liquidity, market cap, or anything else. Let's go and see if there's anything which is there for at least 24 hours, right? There are a few coins here, one day, one day, one day, okay. And the thing is that, for example, this one is bringing me some sort of attention, okay. So, for example, okay, this coin is in the last 5 minutes, okay, got 50%, right? Plus 1 hour, okay, look, 2,800%, okay. So something is cooking with this one, right? So this one was created one day ago, right? And it's 24 hours and 400%, right? So you could make it like a forex since the launch, right? Is that a good legitimate coin? I really don't know. Okay, the thing is that it looks like it's going somewhere. Okay, because those numbers are actually flashing in green, and plus they are actually quite large numbers. Okay, I'm not saying that all of those coins which they are here and showing those type of potentials. Okay, but let's be honest. Okay, we need to check them one by one before we actually invest in them. Okay, I rather do that, guys. I do not recommend you guys to go ahead and just simply invest blindly. Okay, so look, this is something which is quite interesting. Okay, so why I'm saying it's quite interesting, okay, because this coin, right, as a, for example, look, this is something quite interesting, right? Let me see, 15 minutes. Okay, I don't know. I think this one might not be a good one, okay, to get into it because looks like it's been going sideways, okay, but this is not very natural move for me, okay, and suddenly it went up. Look at this, okay, so looks like for me there is some sort of bolt activity here, okay. I'm not really seeing that this is the case here. And I don't want to say to you guys this is completely a case, but looks like it's about activity for me, right? Because look, it's now suddenly went up, okay, and let me see how many percent it went up, okay. So, for example, it won 4,849%, right? Crazy, 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 right? So you can make lots of money, you think, okay, but in my, I think that this is a bot, right? And right after you start jumping into this coin, okay, the bot will start, signing off on you, okay. Basically, you'll exit liquidity for this one, okay. But I'm not saying that this is the case, but it looks suspicious for me, okay. Those type of uh, um, uh, you know sideway moves, okay, a bit suspicious, okay. Doesn't look really natural, if you want to ask me, okay. That's not really looks very natural for me, but doesn't mean that this might be a really good one, okay. Who knows, okay. Like this one, if you go 1 by 1 minute, okay, it looks more natural, okay. So it's more natural, but still that might be a coin which has been pumped by the bots, right? So bear in mind, okay, not all those coins which are suddenly doing well, okay, they are all golden, okay. Some of them they are, some of them they are not, okay. Let's go quickly to the Twitter account, see if there's anything interesting here, when the Twitter was established, if there's any sort of information. So, okay, this is a community core, okay. Okay, so 1,600 members, all right. Thanks, Brian, okay, for endorsing our community. Okay, that's there you go. So look, that was 37 minutes ago, 400. So it looks like this fella actually got this coin pushed, right? So let me have a quick look inside this one, okay. Brian Roemmele, all right. So I don't know this fella, but let me have a quick look, okay. Is this coin being really pushed by this fella? If okay, in case you missed, there is a first ZHS podcast goes over there lower. Okay, so there's something which is really actually happening. Okay, so this coin actually might have some sort of potential. Okay, let me have a look. How is that working? Right. So look, there's still some buys. Okay, some sells. So at the first glance, it looked for me suspicious, but now it looks more legitimate. And the way I actually thinking about it is because this fella is apparently has 444,000 followers, right? And he actually pushed that coin, right? So this is something which is quite interesting, right? Let me have a quickly look on their website. All right, they are on the backs, right? So this is one of those. I think that's one of those Claude AI coins, right? So there you go. There you go. So Twitter, all right. So there is no more informations about this one. Okay. The one thing which we know is that this is a community call. Okay, and the thing is that this fella who is actually the Brian Roemmele actually pushed that coin pretty heavily, okay? Look, 444, that's something which I guys told you, okay, in the beginning of this video, right? If you guys are inside this sort of communities and you see somebody who is actually pushing that coin, somebody who has actually quite a number of followers, like this fella here, okay? So this fella, right? So it's like 44,000, right? 444,000. Okay, Brian, right? And he pushed that coin basically. He just tweeted about it, right? And suddenly, boom. Okay, this coin actually make this. He reports it basically. So okay, this fella's tweet, right? And there we go. This coin actually start pumping, right? Start really pumping. It is one of those AI coins, right? So Claude AI, okay, so something which is quite trendy those days. And then look, when was that? Okay, so now we are here. Okay, so if I was start doing this recording, let's say half an hour earlier, okay, probably I wouldn't spot it because I was not part of this community and I was not part of this. I'm not really following this fella, but I'm subscribed to him right now because he apparently he knows some say is inside the crypto community. Okay, so it's nice to have those type of people who actually you follow going to know that it might happen in the future. Okay, but if I was the part of this community, if I saw this message that this fella actually endorsed this coin, okay, I would definitely would jump on it right away. Okay, because look how many more from the time actually to introduce the coin. Okay, so not even an hour ago, you can make a 2,205%, right? Okay, so it's absolutely 20x, right? So you can make like a 20x. That's absolutely fantastic. Okay, so it's something that this is, guys, a very huge thing. To know. To follow the right community. Okay, so that's what I really actually mentioned that on the beginning of this video, and trust me, guys, this is not which I was really expecting. Okay, I started this video and I was thinking, okay, let's go and find some coins which they're trending, and I started discussing about it, how important it is to be a part of the good community. And there we go, you got it, you got it right away, you got an example. Okay, and that's the best example you can actually imagine, right? Because this community actually, you can make like a 22x just by following the right people. Okay, so this community actually got pushed by this fella, and suddenly 22x was possible, right? And before, okay, it was going sideways since yesterday, and I was not even going consider to jump on it because it didn't look very natural for me. But look, it looks like it's a legitimate coin, right? I'm not saying jump on it right now or the time when you'll be watching this video, because it might be gone by the time, or the obviously, or I'm not saying that it's gonna do that, but you always have to do your own research. But look, guys, this is crazy. Okay, I really I'm happy actually that I came across this one. Look, this is absolutely going to the moon at the moment. Okay, 22x, right? 22x in a matter of what is it? In a matter of an hour, not even an hour. Okay, absolutely fantastic, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, please hit the like button. If you have any questions, please leave it down below, and if you can subscribe to my channel, it would be much appreciated.